we will be when I upload. So just for safety reasons, I would feel better, waiting until we've left to tell you where we are, if that makes sense. I'm just gonna take my genuinely disgustingly dirty beauty sponge and just blend all of that out. And I haven't dampened it, I usually do, but honestly, like with makeup recently, I've just become so incredibly lazy. I don't know why, I still love doing makeup and I still love watching makeup content and everything like that. Like, I haven't lost my love for makeup, but I've just become a lot more lazy and minimal with it. I'm not wearing it as often, and when I do wear it, I'm usually not doing a full cake face. Not that there's anything wrong with a full cake face, it's just I'm just not doing it at the moment because it's just not, I don't know, not a priority, I guess. Whereas I feel like previously in my life it kind of has been a priority. So that's the concealer all blended in. And now I'm just going to take a powder. This is the Stay Matte powder from Rimmel. So this holiday that me and my boyfriend are on is mainly like a beach holiday type of thing. So that is what we've been doing most days, is either like going to the pool or going to the beach. I personally absolutely love the beach. I'm a huge beach lover. I could honestly stay at the beach for hours and go every day. And the beach here is gorgeous. We're staying somewhere where it's like they're very near us. There's a beach and then there's sort of like several coves, so you can really do like an hour's long walk along the beach and like kind of stop at different coves and stuff like that, and it's amazing. I really like it. But my boyfriend is a little bit less of a beach person. I think he still enjoys it, but like he's more of a pool kind of guy. Or at least he won't stay at the beach for like an incredibly long time. I call him a beach Grinch because I feel like he reminds me of the Grinch when he's at the beach. He just doesn't really but like he doesn't realise, he doesn't understand why other people find it so fun at the beach. Whereas I'm like a full-on beach person. I love it. Especially the sea. I much prefer being in the sea than in like the ocean. No, not the ocean. That's ridiculous. I much prefer being in the sea than in the pool water. I think it's just, I really like waves and I love salt water. Yeah, so I'm just taking someone's shouting outside and I don't know why, but there's also a couple of dogs barking. Anyway, this is the Dew Spotlight by Juvia's Place. But apart from doing that, we've also been watching a lot of TV because I haven't been able to watch like many series and stuff like that I've been wanting to because I've been super busy. So we started watching Loki at the beginning of the holiday and we have already finished it. So I'm just taking the shade Crepes. I'm going to use that as a blush today. And yeah, we've already finished it. I've been quite disappointed overall, I say, with quite a few Marvel TV shows. I was very disappointed with the ending of WandaVision. I thought the actual concept of the show, excuse me, and the rest of the episodes, like most of the episodes, I thought were like ingenious, honestly, like very good, very entertaining, very creative, and then I feel like it was completely ruined at the end, and I was very disappointed. Sorry, I know this blush looks a little patchy and crazy, but it blends out well afterwards, I if I tell you this, I feel like this kind of gives away where I am, but like not really. But whilst being on holiday, me and my boyfriend have been drinking a lot of sangria, and sangria is so nice. I am not a wine person at all. I really dislike it, but sangria is like a watered down wine. I feel like everyone knows what it is, apart from me, who's like kind of just discovered it as something that I really enjoy. It's like a watered down wine type finely milled glitter that flashes like quite intense orange and then like gold and yellow as well. It's really pretty. So I'm actually going to be using that kind of all over my lid and also in my inner corner. Obviously, in case you weren't aware, these glitters are not actually technically eye safe. I'm going to use it because I want to, but please don't use these if you are not comfortable doing so, and at least please be aware that they are not actually safe for your eyes, so be really careful when you do remove them. I'm taking a little bit on my finger and kind of dabbing at one, but yeah, I personally have never had trouble with these on my eyes, and I quite like using them, but I do so at my own risk. So yeah, and then I'm just gonna also pop a little bit, just a tiny little bit in my inner corner as well, just to make it sparkle. I don't know if you can really see on camera, but I feel like it makes a difference in person. But yeah, so I was quite shocked when I heard that she was discontinuing the gold palette, and I am quite sad to see it go, because I sounds weird, but like it was one of those things I kind of always thought that would just stick around forever in makeup because it's quite iconic, but I feel like Natasha Denona has been mixing things up recently. Just interesting. I'm sure some people are so bored of this and they're like, who is Natasha Denona? I am such a makeup fiend, you guys. I follow like makeup brands and everything like that so closely. But what's funny is that in still to this day I get a lot of use out of them because they're like my only pair of earrings that are they have like warm beads on them. And I also just really like that wooden bead on the centre. And they are quite nice and statement. Right, so just gonna pop these on. And then I'm gonna pop in some of the plastic bags. I always use them because sometimes I lose earrings if I don't use like these little plastic bags on the end of them. Let me pop them on. Perfect.